everybody, and this is a Warhammer cinematic. Now, I guess I'm not new to the Warhammer universe. I've seen all of Bricky's videos, and I've seen some other stuff, and I have read, sorry, The Infinite and the Divine. So I know a bit of it, but I don't know too much. So I am very excited to see what this is, because this seems to be another high quality cinematic that they seem to release sometimes. I don't actually know. Maybe they release it with, new versions of the game, like the tabletop. I don't play the tabletop, so I don't know. Anyways, let's just get right into it. We seem to be at a high world right now, so yeah, the classic. Doing the Emperor's symbol right there. Looks great. Is this... I don't think this is an admech or servitor. Maybe it's, somebody that's connected to facilities and other stuff. They usually tend to look like this. Horrible, horrible fate, really. Warhammer. Is that Sanguinius? No, it's the Emperor, obviously. Sorry. He's just the golden armor and everything, the halo. But I can see his signature, claw and sword, so Emperor. Big... Mass prayer. Hmm. Oh my god. The atmosphere and everything is great. Armies. Yeah. So we're in space, the Navy, cool ship, warp travel. I know that now that it isn't an Imperial character saying this, because they would probably never call him the Carrion. Would they call him the Carrion Lord? I don't actually... I mean, it's not really a positive term, but the Imperium refer to him as a lot of things. He's viewed very differently all over, yeah, the Imperium, because it's so damn large. The Carrion, I can see some followers of his calling him the Carrion Lord. Oh, hold on. Looks great. Just, oh my god, this is just visual, right? It's not it's a statue, but it's symbolic of the pain. Is it the navigator? Is it the navigator? I don't know. I don't know who this is. Please comment on what the... Oh my god. Awesome visual with... Hold on. Awesome visual with this, the hourglass and the people falling. It's so haunting. It's great. Hold on. I'm just looking, I'm recording. But then we have here an actual, like, image of the Emperor, which I don't know if we get a lot of it. Or at least a view of him. Yeah. Trying to catch if there's anything really hidden, but he looks... I mean, look at his armor. There's a space on the armor on his leg there. Oh, God. Oh. Yeah, this... How he currently looks. Oh, he looks disheveled. I mean, I really like this visual, actually. I love that we're actually seeing, like, the Emperor. And he doesn't look that good. Oh, maybe the visual in the beginning, the skeletal face, wasn't the servitor, it was actually the Emperor. Oh, but then switching between his heyday and his actual like corpse. Oh, it's great. Love the love the visual. And then oh my god, this is sick. This is maybe it's probably like a time skip to that was in a few maybe 100 years after he was interned at the Golden Throne. But this is here, like maybe him currently, and he's just a complete skeleton with just more and more wires wired into him because I think that progressively more people need to be sacrificed. So, oh my god, I love it. I love it. And then switching directly here, it may be sort of like his psychic presence. Like the skeleton views how he actually looks like, and this golden visage that he has could be either how those at the front view him, or it could be how he himself maybe view himself. And it's just this is just so cool. This is amazing. Yeah, rotten carcass. That is an understatement. He is barely a carcass at this point. I don't think he has that too much time on his head left in him. Is this at his palace? I don't know why, but I thought it looked. No. Now I remember smart work and the stairs and everything that he's there, and all. Oh my god! All the cables and everything. It looks amazing. Oh, there's actually a lot of people here, presumably, which I'm surprised about. I didn't think they would let anybody see the Emperor or get this close to seeing him. But maybe it's just a metaphor to the people who are sacrificing or praying. Or it could be the sacrifice. It may be the sacrifice. Oh, I need to breathe out. That was intense. Ooh. But now we're sorry on the thousands of battlefronts that the Imperium fight. The Orcs and the Blood Angels. Yeah. Ultramarines? Yeah. Looks great, just them killing the orcs. I love how much blood it is, and the unconventional machinery of the orcs. Ow. We get a quick little view at the Marine's fates. It seems to be a blood angel, I think. Quite a beautiful man, no scars. Do we see his stamps? Doesn't it work? Look horrifying. No, we don't see any service stamp. At least I don't see any. But it looks great. They look amazing with the tusks and everything. Maybe he recently bought his gun. Oh, yeah, he's just... Great hammer. Where? Oh, we're probably... This seems very Eldar. Oh. I think I watched a few of the cinematics in Warhammer, and we rarely... I don't see the Eldar too much, so that's fun. Is that all we're gonna see? Probably not. But this seems to be like, I don't know, a craft world. It's not... Yeah, it's a... Based on the armor, I'm pretty sure this is some sort of craft world or maiden world something. I don't know. I'm not too knowledgeable about the LR. But now the Necrons. I have read the Infinite and Divine, and Necrons are pretty much my favorite faction, so I'm always happy to see them. And of course, the AdMech. I mean, it's like their number one thing. It's poking at ruins. So I like the AdMech very much too, and I really like when they clash and everything, because pretty much they clash most of the time, and then I see two of my favorite factions, so it's always fun. It's a Scarab and a lot of Necrons, a bunch of warriors, and oh, we see those Romans. I can't recall what their name, but they're very cool. Damn, they're always so close, just right beside him. I guess they're trying to go into melee, but still. Oh, we see in the background one of those. I can't. There's a lot of names in the Warhammer universe, but it's a sort of servitor that's basically a tank. And AdMech, there's a lot of human face left, which you don't always see with those. But he looks very old. Or, you know, modify. Ah, is that an Imperial Knight? Bunch of guardsmen. Is that Acadians? I don't know.
Forget the promise of progress and understanding.
God damn. You're fighting a good fight, guardsmen. Who are you fighting those? Oh, Chaos Space Marines. You didn't have too much of a chance there. That's, I think, the Black Legion?
There is only war.
Ow. Oh, we're actually maybe gonna get this Space Marine if he didn't have backup. Salamanders and the Tyranids. Very cool. We're seeing pretty much, but so far we have a bit time left, but maybe we're having some kind of showcase of all the factions. But yeah, this is really a tyranny world. Or maybe it seems to be one of their ships because of the spawn pool. But it could be also a world that they've, conquered and absorbing in the process. And I think that they usually kill all their minions, well, reabsorb their minions when they do that. So, yeah. A Hive Tyrant. I've killed a few in Space Marines too. And then go into their fleet. Yeah. Back to the warp? Yeah. Oh my. Huh. I wonder who that is. It seems to be just a regular person, to be honest. And then here seems to be a Lanesh demon. And that maybe in... Oh. Some sort of visions. Is that Eldar? No. Something is happening. And yeah, Sichian demon. A bird, basically. Oh. And we'll see a few flashes of corn. Now that is really takes out the space, Oh, what was that? Is this... Seems almost like a mouth in like a creature. Oh, the Space Marines and Sisters of Battle, I'm pretty sure. Oh, that was oh, I thought first that's like Corn Demon, but when I look at the tusks and everything, it reminds me more of like Gork and Mork. So it's very cool if they showed if it actually was Gork or Mork.
But the universe is a big place, and whatever happens, you will not be
I really need to listen to that dialogue again. Oh, is that the guardsman? And this could be the Emperor or him. I don't know. Yeah, yeah. It was the Emperor. Oh my god. They really flashed quickly in all his different positions. Was that it? No, it is a little bit more. I think. The new. Oh! It's to the new edition. I assume tabletop stuff. So. But this was a great trailer if that was the case. Well, you could probably argue that it was visually amazing. I'm not saying anything against that. The music and the dialogue, I really like the monologue, you know, the classic monologue. But I wish we saw a bit more of the factions because we see the Orcs, Imperial Space Marines, see a bit of the Necrons, but I completely skipped like the Eldar. The Eldar got barely anything. They got like 3 seconds of this. Then, but to be fair, the other ones didn't get too much. The Admech didn't get really any focus either. It was just here and the Necrons, but the Necrons, well, to me at least, really took the spotlight because they're so much more visually distinct, and to me, they're so cool. So cool. A lot of guardsmen this trailers, like a surprising amount of guardsmen, and yeah, we saw an Imperial Knight there and Black Legion, Imperial, not Imperial, I want to say Chaos Space Marines. The Tyranids got their own very, very beautiful tidbit. Chaos got their own, you know, sequence, but more guardsmen, and we actually see the Emperor. Now, this is a very Imperial focused trailer, and pretty much everything that they release in like high quality is usually Imperial and focused. But I really wish we saw more Eldar and pretty much everything else. I don't care too much for Space Marine 207. But I'm happy we got to see at least some of it, and in very interesting visual with the Emperor and everything, because they're hinting at. I'm really curious if they're gonna do anything more with the Emperor, because he's been catatonic. Well, he has done stuff, you know, with Gilliman and everything, but I'm curious if they're gonna do anything more, because he's such a set piece of the universe, you know. Uh, but fun seeing all the action. It's so cool. And if I'm lucky, this we saw Gork and Mork, which I don't think I've ever seen Gork and Mork in a trailer or cinematic, you know, this quality, you know. And yeah, I don't think I have too much more to comment on. But yeah, this is Blood Ravens, and it really gives me the feeling, because I think I've seen him in like the Dawn of War trailer, so maybe they're well, maybe it is, maybe not. They fought the orcs there, same as well. So I don't know. Well, I think I've said my piece, and I'll see you some other time. Bye.